All right, another shout out. If you like K-pop Demon Hunters, cheer! Cool Cat Tiny. If you have signed up to be a timer, please come down for the timer's meeting. Please come down for the timer's meeting. If you are in the stands and want a front row seat to be a timer, you do not have to be with American Energy, but if you would like a front row seat for the morning, please come down and volunteer to time. Hey, while we're passing the time, quick joke for you. What do you call food made by baby Wookiees? It's good, but it's a little chewy. Since you guys like that one so much, I'm a Star Wars fan, by the way, just thought I'd let you know. How long has Anakin Skywalker been evil? Since the 6th grade. All right, here's a Halloween-themed one. Where do mummies like to swim? The Dead Sea. All right, one more before we get started. What did the trick-or-treater get when he told a hilarious joke? Snickers. All right, I hope everybody's excited about some fast swimming this morning. Doesn't sound like it. I hope everybody's excited for some fast swimming this morning. Good, that's a little bit better. Hey, we're starting off the morning with the 12 and under 200-yard freestyle relay. Relay is the most exciting event in swimming. No, let me take that back. The mile is the most exciting event in swimming. That was a good dad joke right there. Go to the relays, then we go to the 100 fly, 25 backstroke, 50 backstroke. Bear with me. 100 IM, 25 freestyle, 50 freestyle, and then the 100 breaststroke to finish the morning. So I hope you parents up there are excited, ready to go. Looks like the swimmers are excited, kind of, and ready to go. Swimmers, are you guys excited about swimming fast this morning? Awesome. All right, we have about 9 minutes before we start the meet. I feel obligated to fill this empty space with dad jokes. It's just one of the things I feel like I need to do, keep everybody entertained. So, what do skeletons order at restaurants? Spare ribs. Okay, we have another shout out. We love you, Jordan. Have fun. You rock, Mom, Dad, and Grandma. Okay, here we go, another dad joke for all you Star Wars fans. Where did Luke Skywalker get his cybernetic hand? At the secondhand store. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Please rise and move your hats so we can honor those serving and those who have served our country. 12 and under, 200, freestyle relay. Heat 1. And we're off. We got lane 1, GASCA, lane 2, BACC, lane 3, AESC, lane 4, BAC, lane 5, TAC, lane 6, WYN, lane 7, AESC, and lane 8, BAC. All right, here we come up to the third exchange. Looks like American Energy in lane 7 is leading. All right, here we come to the end. Like Bison Aquatics, lane 4. Time of 2:24:07. Heat 2. 2 in the water, we got lane 1, Trident Aquatics. Lane 2, Great Plains Swim Club. Lane 3, Bixby Swim Club. Lane 4, Trident Aquatics. Lane 5, American Energy Swim Club. Lane 6, Wichita Y Neptunes. Lane 7, Bison Aquatic Club. And lane 8, American Energy Swim Club. And it looks like a tight one. Coming to the first exchange. Bixby Swim Club with the lead, small lead. All right, coming into the second exchange, we got Trident Aquatics Club taking the lead. Coming in the end, it's like Trident Aquatics, lane 4 is going to take the win. Trident Aquatics, first place with a time of 1:55.81. Followed by American Energy A with a time of 2:02.51. And in third place, Bixby Swim Club. Parents, the times do count if they don't show up on the scoreboard. I promise, that's just a touch pad. They didn't probably touch light. Their times do get recorded. All right, next up is event 8, boys 12 and under 200-yard freestyle relay. Heat 1. All right, in lane 4, we have 6-7. 6-7. Great Plains Swim Club. 6-7. 6-7. All right, we got a couple of shout outs while we got this relay going on. You got this, Brindley. Love Addie. WEST, WEST, go West. Heat 2. In lane 1, we got Greater Data Swim Club. In lane 2, we got Bison Aquatic. And in lane 3, we got Wichita Y. In lane 4, we got American Energy Swim Club. In lane 5, Trident Aquatics. In lane 6, American Energy Swim Club. And in lane 7, Wichita Y Neptunes. All right, up next is event 9, girls 12 and under 100 butterfly. Please report behind the blocks. Coming in at the end, we have lane 4, coming in first place, American Energy Swim Club, the time of 2:07.89. And in second place, Trident Aquatic Swim Club with a time of 2:13.24. And in third, Wichita Y Neptunes with a time of 2:19.07. All right, next up is event 9, girls 12 and under, 100-yard butterfly. Heat 1. Heat 1. Lane 3, we got Marley Dodson. Lane 4, Evelyn Stewart. Lane 5, Ember Clegg. And in lane 6, Clara Berenberg. And this is a hot heat. Lane 6, Clara Berenberg with a time of 1:10.88. Heat 2. All right, real fast, we have a shout out. Swim Fast Ava from Macy. All right, in the water, lane 2, Cecilia Pfeiffer from Wichita. Lane 2, Julia Radu from Trident. Lane 3, Nora Tabai from American Energy. Lane 4, Belina Cantrell from Greater Plains. Lane 5, Ember Pontius from Wichita. Lane 6, Lucy Schoenthaler from Trident Aquatics. And lane 7, Daisy Vincent from Bison Aquatics. And in lane 8, Melanie Subs from Green Country Swim Club. I apologize if I butcher names. Okay, first call, event 10, boys 12 and under, 100-yard butterfly. First call, event 10, boys 12 and under, 100-yard butterfly. And coming in first, lane 2, Julia Radu from Trident Aquatics. The time of 1:18.91. Heat 3. All right, off they go in the water. Lane 1, Paige Wheeler from Trident Aquatics. Lane 2, Nora Reichenberg from American Energy. Lane 3, Sydney Fry from Greater Ada. Lane 4, Kara Hartman from Wichita Y. Lane 5, Lucy O'Brien from Trident Aquatics. Lane 6, Maya Paladin from Bixby Swim Club. Lane 7, Mallory Starn from Green Country Swim Club. And in lane 8, Zoe McDaniel, American Energy. All right, coming in first, lane 3, Greater Ada Swim Club. Sydney Fry with a time of 1:15.72. Event 10, boys 12 and under, 100-yard butterfly, heat 1. All right, in the water, heat 1, lane 3, Dominic Brazil, Wichita Y. Lane 4, Sebastian Lim, American Energy. And in lane 5, Miguel Tovar, Vortex. Reminder to parents in the stands, parents are not allowed on deck. So if you need to see your swimmer, please contact your coach or come down and ask the volunteer stand. But all right, another Star Wars dad joke. Why did the movies come out? 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. In charge of scheduling, Yoda was. All right, first call for event 11, girls 8 and under, 25-yard backstroke. All right, coming in first place, lane 4, Sebastian Lim, American Energy Swim Club with a time of 1:33.24. Heat 2. All right, in the water, heat 2, lane 1, Matt Dilsey from American Energy. Lane 2, Bowen Pemberton from Wichita Y. Lane 3, Graham Lawson, Ponca. Lane 4, Lincoln Burning from Trident. Lane 5, Hank Hemphill from Vortex. Lane 6, Will Schinner from American Energy. Lane 7, Morris Betzel from Wichita Y. And in lane 8, Philip Mace from Wichita Y. All right, coming into the walls, lane 4, Lincoln Burning from Trident Aquatics with a time of 1:17.24. 11, girls 8 and under, 25-yard backstroke, starting from the turn end of the pool. Thank you, gentlemen. He won. Here we go. Lane 2, Michaela Tardy from American Energy. Lane 3, Evelyn Pfeiffer from Wichita. Lane 4, Olivia Grogan from Bison Aquatics. Lane 5, Rocky Stad at Greater Plains. Lane 6, Molly Poe from Greater Ada. And Lane 7, Ray Lane at the ripe old age of 4 years old from Greater Ada Swim Club. All right, coming in first is lane 4, Olivia Grogan from Bison Aquatics. All right, let's hear it for all these young competitors. Love it. E2. From American Energy. Lane 2, Ellen Kate Sonardo from Lifetime Aquatics. Lane 3, Adelina Pindro from Bison Aquatics. Lane 4, Reagan Hughes from Bison. Lane 5, Madison Tardy from American Energy. Lane 6, Lexi Moffitt from American Energy. And in lane 7, Addie Wilcox from Bison Aquatics. And they're coming in the end. Finishing, lane 4 comes in first place. Reagan Hughes from Bison Aquatics Club. Yes, times count. They just hit those pads really light. They did get their times, parents. All right, next up is event 12, boys 8 and under, 25-yard backstroke. Heat 1 of 2. Here we go, boys. Get your goggles on. And they're off. This is a hot heat. Lane 2, we got Reagan Sally from American Energy. Lane 3, Holt Golson from West. Lane 4, Nick Pancrantz from American Energy. Lane 5, Michael Wilcox from Bison Aquatics. And in lane 6, Holden Beagle from American Energy Swim Club. Oh, and coming in first, lane 6. Holden Bagel from American Energy Swim Club. First call, event 13, girls 12 and under, 50-yard backstroke, board behind blocks. Heat 2. Lane 1, Jude Hackett, Greater Ada. Lane 2, James Towers from American Energy. Lane 3, Cooper Kleiss from Trident. Lane 4, Seb Craig from West. Lane 5, Pierce Hemphill from Vortex. Lane 6, Edison Hackett from Greater Ada. And then Lane 7, Baxter Elmore from Greater Ada. And coming into the wall, we got Lane 5, Pierce Hemphill with a time of 22:06 from Vortex. Next up is event 13, girls 12 and under, 50-yard backstroke. Thank you, boys. You can get out. Thank you. Okay, heat 1, event 13. Heat 1. In the water, ladies. And they're off for a 50 backstroke. In lane 2, we have Jordan Bray from Altus. Lane 3, Lucy Thon from Trident Aquatics. Lane 4, Sylvia Stoner from Altus Otters. Lane 5, Emmeline Sutton from Greater Ada. Lane 6, Jocelyn Marquez, American Energy. And in lane 7, Elena Quezada, Trident. Coming in first, lane 2, Jordan Bray from Altus Otters with a time of 48:78. Heat 2. Heat 2 in the water. Lane 2, Emily Whitfield, Greater Ada. Lane 3, Kate Frazier from Bison Aquatics. Lane 4, Tessa Hedler from American Energy. Lane 5, Kaylee Thomason from Ponca City. Lane 6, Sadie Tilley from Greater Ada. Lane 7, Riley Russ from Lifetime Aquatics. And in lane 8, Ava Vaughn from American Energy Swim Club. And coming in first place, lane 8, Ava Vaughn, American Energy Swim Club with a time of 42.89. Heat 3. Brittany Giles from West Aquatics. Lane 2, Chloe Campbell from American Energy. Lane 4, Amberly Plans. Where are they from? Scion Aquatic Swim Club. Lane 5, Hope Fuller, Greater Ada. Lane 6, Payson Clark, Bison Aquatics. Lane 7, Bexley Pate from Greater Plains. And in lane 8, Quinlan Foote from American Energy Swim Club. Coming in first, lane 7, Bexley Pate from Great Plains Swim Club. Thank you, ladies. Heat 4. Four in the water, we got lane 1, Lexi Moffitt of American Energy. Lane 2, Madison Tardy from American Energy. Lane 3, Roxy Stagg from Greater Plains. Lane 4, Kate Arthur from Bixby Swim Club. Lane 5, Reagan Hughes from Bison Aquatics. Lane 6, Evelyn Pfeiffer from Wichita Y. Lane 7, Michaela Tardy from American Energy. And in lane 8, Sophia Tabai from American Energy. And coming to the wall, touching first, is Kate Arthur with Bixby Swim Club. Heat 5. All right, in the water, Heat 5, Lane 1, Ava Moffitt, American Energy. Lane 2, Debbie Gibbons from Vortex. Lane 3, Debbie Matthews from SAC Swim. Lane 4, Gabby Thacker from Bison Aquatics. Lane 5, Sophia Mercer, Bison Aquatics. Lane 6, Brea Seal from American Energy. Lane 7, Avery Quezada from Trident. And in Lane 8, Anna Buerker from Trident. And touching first, Lane 3, Demi Matthews from SAC Swim. We have a shout out, good luck, Davin, and all Great Plains Swim Club swimmers. Most importantly, have fun. Heat 6. All right, in the water, Heat 6, Minnie Mester from Trident Aquatics. Lane 2, Melody Suggs from Green Country Swim Club. Sorry, too many G's. Lane 3, Leah Gatches from Trident. Lane 4, Lily Sonato from Lifetime. Lane 5, Marley Dodson from Wichita Wide. Lane 7, Lily Griffin from Lifetime Aquatics. And then Lane 8, Ellie Smith from Bison Aquatics. And touching first, Lane 5, Marley Dodson from Wichita Wide. Heat 7. Heat 7 is a hot heat. Lane 1, Simone Subieta from American Energy. Lane 2, Samantha Hayes, American Energy. Lane 3, Emily Werega from Green Country. Lane 4, Jocelyn Miller from Ponca. Lane 5, Morgan Huslick from American Energy. Lane 6, Zoe Montgomery from Greater Plains. Lane 7, Casey Thornton from Greater Ada. And in Lane 8, Livy Kelser from Bryson Aquatics. Looks like it's a tight heat. Coming into the wall, coming into the last 5 meters. And touching first, Samantha Hayes, American Energy Swim Club with a time of 46:00. Heat 8. Lane 1, Riley Hughes, Bison Aquatics. Lane 2, Vivian Brooks, Bison Aquatics. Lane 3, Ember Clegg from Wichita Wide. Lane 4, Audrey Brown from American Energy. Lane 5, Layla Koscheski from Trident. Lane 6, Piper Timmons from Bison Aquatics. And in Lane 8, Charlotte Platt from Ponca City. Coming to the wall, touching first, lane 5, Layla Kocheski from Trident Aquatics. First call, men 14, boys 12 and under, 50-yard backstroke. Heat 9. Lane 2, Elsie Heitman, Bison Aquatics. Lane 3, Nora Tabai from American Energy. Lane 4, Elena Schroeder from Trident. Lane 5, Mallory Starling from Green Country. And lane 6, Ezra Nikas from American Energy. Lane 7, Cecilia Pfeiffer from Wichita Wide. And in lane 8, Evelyn Stewart, Wichita Wide. Heat 10. Heat 10 in the water. Lane 2, Olivia Merzvac from Lifetime Aquatics. Lane 3, Nora Reichenberg, American Energy. Lane 5, Harper Farley from Bison Aquatics. Lane 6, Adeline Den from Wichita Wide. Lane 7, Maddie Grogan from Bison Aquatics. And in lane 8, Manny Gang from American Energy. And touching first, Olivia from Lifetime Aquatics. Heat 11. Heat 11 in the water, lane 1, Abigail Adler, Bison Aquatics. Lane 2, Bella Rodriguez, American Energy. Lane 3, Cleva Zoo from Bixby Swim Club. Lane 4, Reese Ferguson, American Energy. Lane 5, Sydney Fry from Greater Ada. Lane 6, Addie Arthur from Bixby. And lane 7, Zoe McDaniel, American Energy. And in lane 8, Madison Pham, American Energy. And touching first with a time of 30.16, Reese Ferguson from American Energy. Next up, event 14, boys 12 and under, 50-yard backstroke. Heat 1. In the water, heat 1 of 8, lane 3, Jude Hackett from Greater Ada Swim Club. Lane 4, Edison Hackett from Greater Ada Swim Club. And in lane 5, James Towers, American Energy Swim Club. And touching first, lane 3, Jude Hackett from Greater Ada. Heat 2. Heat 2 in the water, lane 1, Finley Jensen, Bison Aquatics. Lane 3, Tracy Toon, Trident. Lane 4, Tanner Wilson, West. Lane 5, Benjamin Kasperick from Altus. And lane 6, Lee Whitson, American Energy Swim Club. And then lane 7, Samson Centerholm from Trident Aquatics. Coming into the wall and touching first, lane 1, Finley Jensen from Bison Aquatics Swim Club. Heat 3. Lane 2, Val Strebel from American Energy. Lane 3, Harrison Barclay from Great Plains. Lane 4, Riker Franken from Great Plains. Lane 5, William Richardson from Lifetime. Lane 6, Tristan Stoner from Altus. Lane 7, Jason Whitfield from Greater Ada. And in Lane 8, Will Frazier from Bryson Aquatic Club. We have a shout out, Coach Stephanie. I hope you feel better and you get on the pool deck. Love, Riley Hughes. And touching first, Lane 3, Harrison Barclay from Great Plains Swim Club with a time of 40.01. Heat 4. Heat 4 in the water is a hot heat. Lane 1, Leo Tram from Wichita. Lane 2, Trenton Simon from Great Plains. Lane 3, Benedict Fadden from Greater Ada. Lane 4, Christopher Frescas from American Energy. Lane 5, William Blanco from American Energy. Lane 6, Sebastian Skelton from Great Plains. Lane 7, Miguel Tovar from Votex. And in Lane 8, Patrick Williams from Great Plains. Come off the wall, it's a tight race between 2, 3, 5, and 6. Let's see who's touching first. Coming into the wall. And it's Lane 3 from Greater Ada with a time of 49.10. Bennett McFadden. Heat 5. All right, Heat 5 in the water. Owen Charlesworth, Lane 1 from Wichita. Lane 2, Graham Lawson from Ponca. Lane 3, Tyler Betson from Wichita. Lane 4, Davin Glasscock from Great Plains. Lane 5, Ethan Pigat from West. Lane 6, Rafael Tovar from Vortex. And Lane 7, Cash Sterling from West. And in Lane 8, Neil Creech from Ponca City. We have a call, we have a shout out. Thank you, Coach Stephanie, for supporting us. Love, Reagan Hughes. Parents of swimmers, remember, we have shout outs for $1 at the concession stand and coming into the wall. Touching first, Lane 7, Cash Sterling from West with a time of 45.09. Heat 6. Heat 6 in the water, we got lane 1, Jack Thornton from Greater Ada. Lane 2, MJ Cuban from Greater Ada. Lane 3, Aaron Uribe from Bison. Lane 4, Henry Griswold from American Energy. Lane 5, Lincoln Gerlach from Wichita Y. Lane 6, Logan Pryor from American Energy. Lane 7, Luke Schinnerer from American Energy. Heat 7. In the water, Heat 7, lane 1, Gabriel Rosico from Wichita. Lane 2, Abram Pindro from Bison. Lane 3, Hank Hemphill from Vortex. Lane 4, Colin Kirby from Lifetime. Lane 6, Brooks King from Trident. Lane 7, Braxton Johnson from Bison. And in lane 8, Isaac Harmon from Ponca City. And touching first, lane 3, Hank Hemphill from Vortex with a time of 37:02. Heat 8. In the water, Heat 8 of 8. Lane 1, Henry Sally, American Energy. Lane 2, Christopher Canfield, Bison. Lane 3, Connor Curry from Greater Ada. Lane 5, Lincoln Berning from Trident. Lane 6, Matt Dilsaver from American Energy. And in lane 7, Daytona Minerick from Bixby Swim Club. Girls, event 15, 12 and under, 100-yard IM should be behind the blocks. Heat 1 is next. And coming into the wall, lane 4, lane 5, Lincoln Bernick from Trident Aquatics touching first with a time of 33:81. Heat 1 of 7. One of the girls, 100-yard IM, 12 and unders, lane 3, Ellie Smith from Bison Aquatic, lane 4, Layla Kocheski from Trident, and in lane 5, Lily Durosette from Trident. Heat 2. All right, Heat 2 of 7 in the water. We got Lane 1, Clara Berenberg, American Energy. Lane 2, Charlotte Platt from Ponca. Lane 3, Bria Seal, American Energy. Lane 4, Ember Pontius from Wichita. Lane 5, Vivian Brooks, Bison Aquatics. And in Lane 6, Laya Gatches from Trident. And in Lane 7, Avery Cruzada from Trident Aquatics. Touching first, we got Clara Berenberg, Lane 1, American Energy Swim Club with a time of 1:15:24. First call, event 16 boys, 12 and under, 100-yard IM. First call. Got a shout out. Daisy, I'm bananas for you. Love, Mom. Heat 3. Heat 3 in the water. Lane 1, Piper Timmons, Bison. Lane 2, Meredith Williams from Great Plains. Lane 3, Adeline Den from Wichita Y. Lane 4, Harper Farley from Bison. Lane 5, Addie Arthur from Bixby. Lane 6, Brindley Giles, West. Lane 7, Layla Jones from Altus Otters. And in Lane 8, Lily Griffin from Lifetime Aquatics. All right, touching first at a time of 1:17:72. Addie Arthur from Bixby Swim Club. Heat 4. in the water. This is a hot heat. Lane 1, Saving Morgan from Lifetime Aquatics. Lane 2, Casey Thornton from Greater Ada. Lane 4, Katarina Snyder, American Energy. Lane 5, Riley Hughes, Bison Aquatics. Lane 6, Ava Moffitt, American Energy. And in lane 7, Madison Pham from American Energy. Here we go, coming into this touch to the hot heat. Coming in, it looks like lane 7. And it is lane 7, Madison Pham, American Energy Swim Club, with a time of 1:34.53. Heat 5. All right, Heat 5 in the water. We got lane 1, Audrey Brower, American Energy. Lane 2, Azaria Nikas from American Energy. Lane 3, Melanie Suggs, Green Country. Lane 4, Josie Miller, Ponca. Lane 5, Jessica Zhu, Bixby. Lane 6, Drew Schwartz, American Energy. Lane 7, Emily Warinega from Green Country. And in lane 8, Charlie Comfort from SAC Swim. Just handed a shout out. Daverly Grace, you swim really hard. You get some Panda Express. Love, Dad. All right, coming to the wall, Heat 5. Touching first is lane 2, Azaria Nikas from American Energy Swim Club with a time of 1:30.24. Second call, event 16, boys 12 and under, 100-yard IM. Heat 6. All right, Heat 6 of 7 in the water. Lane 1, Paige Wheeler from Trident. Lane 2, Belana Cantrell from Great Plains. Lane 3, Nora Tamai from American Energy. Lane 4, Daisy Vincent, Bison. Lane 5, Abigail Edler from Bison. Lane 6, Bonnie Gang from American Energy. And in lane 8, Elenia Schroeder from Trident. coming into the wall. Lane 5, touching first. Lane 5, Abigail Adler from Bison Aquatics with a time of 1:18.66. Heat 7. All right, here we go. Heat 7 of 7 in the water. Lane 1, Maya Paladin from Big Speed. Lane 2, Bella Rodriguez, American Energy. Lane 3, Clivia Zhu from Big Speed. Lane 4, Reese Ferguson, American Energy. Lane 5, Irene Duracet from Trident. Lane 6, Signe Fry, Greater Ada. Lane 7, Kara Hartman from Wichita Y. And in lane 8, Valerie Starling from Green Country. And it's a tight race coming into the backstroke and breaststroke exchange. Lane 5 is a slight lead. And it's close in the breaststroke. And at the final turn, lane 5 is slightly ahead of lane 4 coming into the freestyle leg. And it's a close one, let me hear it. And then coming to the wall. Coming to the wall, it looks like lane 4, Reese Ferguson. American Energy Swim Club touches first with a time of 1:09.89. All right, up next is event 16, boys, 12 and under, 100-yard IM. Heat 1, you guys are up. Here we go, Heat 1. Event 16, boys 12 and under in the water. Lane 2, Finley Jensen, Bison. Lane 3, Raphael Tovar from Vortex. And in lane 4, Miguel Tovar from Vortex. Lane 5, Riker Franken from Great Plains. And in lane 6, Patrick Williams from Great Plains. Have a shout out, Adeline and Michael Wilcox. Your mom says 6'7", 6'7". You're the best big sister ever, and I don't want to be skibbity for Sophia Jasmine. Here's a reminder, the concession stand is open, and shout out to $1. There's also a fun prize and a challenge if you could put a quarter on a lemon floating in the water, you have a chance to win an arena swim bag. Yes. Coming to the finish, coming into the wall, like lane 2, Finley Jensen touches first from Bison Aquatic Club with a time of 1:45.66. Tovar brothers coming in second and third. Heat 2. Heat 2. Heat 2 in the water, we got Owen Charlesworth from Wichita Y. Logan Flatt, American Energy. Lane 3, Leo Tram, Wichita Y. Lane 4, William Blanco, American Energy. Lane 5, Will Frazier from Bison Aquatics. Lane 6, Lincoln Gerlach from Wichita Y. Lane 7, Sebastian Skelton from Great Plains. And in lane 8, Samson Setterholm from Trident Aquatics. And coming to the wall, lane 6, Lincoln Gerlach, Wichita Y, with a time of 1:44.89. Heat 3. Heat 3 in the water, lane 1, Cullen Kirby from Lifetime. Lane 2, Harrison Barclay from Great Plains. Lane 3, Camden Cavanaugh from Ponca. Lane 4, Luke Schinnerer from American Energy. Lane 5, Brandon Treese, American Energy. Lane 6, Trenton Simon from Great Plains. Lane 7, Morris Betzel from Wichita Y. And in lane 8, Jack Zhu from Bixby Swim Club. All right, real fast, another dad joke. What do you call Chewbacca when he has chocolate stuck in his fur? A chocolate chip Wookiee. Have a shout out for Kaylin and Declan. Your dad went to buy a bottle of hoisin sauce. Love you. And coming to the walls close. And lane 1, Cullen Kirby from Lifetime, touching it at a time of 1:29.20. Heat 4. Heat 4 in the water, lane 1, Cash Sterling from West. Lane 2, Braxton Johnson from Bison. Lane 3, Owen Elmore from Greater Ada. Lane 4, Bennett McFadden, Greater Ada. Lane 5, Gabrielle Rosico from Wichita Wide. Lane 6, Seth Craig from West. Lane 7, Neil Creech from Ponca City. And in lane 8, Christopher Freckas from American Energy Swim Club. Got a couple shout outs. Love you, Josie. You got this. 6'7", LeBron. Shout out Sylvia and Tristan. Dad is so very proud of you both. Have fun. Maisie, we're so proud of you. Love, Mom and Dad. Coming into the wall, lane 5. Gabrielle Rosico from Wichita Wide with a time of 1:31.48. Heat 5 in the water, this is a hot heat. Lane 1, Carter Simmons from Trident. Lane 2, Princeton Lee from Trident. Lane 3, Graham Lawson from Ponca. Lane 5, Isaac Harmon from Ponca. Lane 6, Aaron Uribe from Bison. Lane 7, Dominic Brazil from Wichita Wide. And in lane 8, Ethan Bigot from West. All right, coming into the wall in this hot heat. Got lane 5, Isaac Harmon in the lead. And touching first, Isaac Harmon, Ponca City, with a time of 1:35.15. Heat 6 of 6. In lane 1, we have Avon Pritro from Bison. Lane 2, Bowen Pemberton from Wichita Y. Lane 3, Connor Curry from Greater Ada. Lane 4, Sebastian Lim, American Energy. Lane 5, Hank Hemphill from Vortex. Lane 6, Logan Pryor, American Energy. And in lane 7, Will Schinnerer from American Energy. Event 17, girls, 8 and under, 25-yard freestyle. You are next. And it's a close race between lane 3, 4, and 5 as they go into the breaststroke. Lane 6 coming up from the behind, looks like he's trying to cut some lead. Lane 4 pulling ahead slightly as they go into the final turn. It's lane 4 touching first. And coming to the wall. Touching first, lane 4, Sebastian Lim from American Energy Swim Club with a time of 1:18.54. Got a shout out to Holt Golson. We are proud of you. Love, Mom and Dad. Then 17 girls, 8 and under, 25-yard freestyle. You guys are next. You ladies are next, sorry. All right, and then 18 boys, 8 and under. You guys are on deck. You guys should be in the waiting area. All right, you got heat 1, girls, 8 and under, 25-yard freestyle. Heat 1. And they're off. Heat 1, lane 2, Molly Poe, Greater Ada. Lane 3, Evelyn Pfeiffer, Wichita. Lane 4, Olivia Grogan from Bison. Lane 5, Elena Quezada from Trident. Lane 6, Michaela Tardy, American Energy. And lane 7, Ray Lane from Greater Ada. And coming to the wall, it's a close one. Touching first, it's close, lane 4. Lane 4, Olivia Grogan from Bison Aquatics. Heat 2. Heat 2, Lane 1, Eden Smith, American Energy. Lane 2, Ellen Sonardo, Lifetime. Lane 3, Madison Tardy, American Energy. Lane 4, Reagan Hughes from Bison. Lane 5, Adelina Pedro, Bison. Lane 6, Addie Wilcox, Bison. Lane 7, Roxy Staff from Great Plains. And Lane 8, Macy Huber from American Energy. And then coming into the wall, touching first, is Roxy Staff from Great Plains. Time of 23:77. First call, event 19, girls 12 and under, 50-yard freestyle. Should be making your ways behind the block. Event 18, Heat 1. And he was off. Lane 2, Finley Jensen, Bison. Lane 3, Griffin McFadden, Greater Ada. Lane 4, Nick Pancratz from American Energy. Lane 5, Holden Bagel, American Energy. And in lane 6, Holt Golson from West. And zooming down the lane, lane 2, Finley Jensen touches first at a time of 18:33 from Bison Aquatic. Heat 2. Lane 1, Cooper Kleiss, Trident. Lane 2, Jude Hackett, Greater Ada. Lane 3, Baxter Elmore, Greater Ada. Lane 4, Pierce Hemphill, Vortex. Lane 5, Edison Hackett, Greater Ada. Lane 6, Raphael Tovar, Vortex. Lane 7, James Towers from AESC. And then lane 8, Michael Wilcox. And coming in first is lane 6, Raphael Tovar from Vortex with a time. He touched it. Okay, next up is event 19, girls 12 and under, 50-yard freestyle. All right, event 19, Heat 1. All right, Heat 1 in the water, lane 3, Eden Smith, American Energy, lane 4, Ava Vaughn, American Energy, and lane 5, Addie Wilcox from Bison Aquatic. All right, touching first, lane 4, Ava Vaughn with a time of 38.71 from American Energy Swim Club. Heat 2. Two in the water, lane 1, Sadie Tilley from Greater Ada. Lane 2, Sylvia Stoner, Altus. Lane 3, Jordan Bray from Altus. Lane 4, Kate Frazier from Bison Aquatics. Lane 5, Emmeline Sutton from Greater Ada. Lane 6, Riley Russ from Lifetime Aquatics. Lane 7, Joshua Marquez from American Energy. And in lane 8, Clara Berenberg, American Energy. Touching first with a time of 30.58 is Clara Berenberg from American Energy Swim Club. Heat 3. On the blocks, ladies. Heat 3 on the blocks. Heat 3 is a hot heat. Lane 1, Aurora Nuno, American Energy. Lane 2, Tessa Hedler, American Energy. Lane 3, Layla Jones from Altus. Lane 4, Chloe Campbell from American Energy. Lane 5, Brindley Giles from West. Lane 6, Quinlan Foote, American Energy. Lane 7, Kaylee Thomason, Ponca. And lane 8, Emmy Whitfield, Greater Ada. And coming into the wall first is lane 5, Brindley Giles from West with a time of 35.65. Heat 4. Heat 4 in the water, lane 2, Ellen Sonardo, Lifetime. Lane 3, Sophia Tabai from American Energy. Lane 4, Lexi Moffitt, American Energy. Lane 5, Madison Tardy, American Energy. Lane 6, Amberly Bland, SAC Swim. Lane 7, Gabrielle Klaus, Altus. And lane 8, Hope Fuller from Greater Ada. Have a shout out, Meredith and Patrick from Great Plains Swim Club. Swim hard and have fun. Love, Mom and Dad. Coming into the finish, lane 7. You got Gabrielle Klaus from Altus. Time at 35.64. Another shout out to the Lifetime swimmers and coaches. One last shout out, Swim Fast, Colin Kirby, 6'7". Heat 5. All right, Heat 5 in the water, lane 1, Madison Fan, American Energy. Lane 2, Charlotte Platt, Ponca. Lane 3, Lucy Thon, Trident. Lane 5, Deborah Gibbons, Vortex. Lane 6, Kate Arthur from Bixby. Lane 7, Sophia Mercer from Bison. And lane 8, Evelyn Pfeiffer from Wichita Y. Shout out from Daisy to Abigail. Thank you for being my friend. You're amazing. Also, can I get a 6'7"? Touching first is Madison Pham from American Energy with a time of 35.57. Heat 6. Heat 6 in the water, lane 1, Casey Thornton, Greater Ada. Lane 2, Ellie Smith from Bison. Lane 3, Bria Seal from American Energy. Lane 4, Demi Matthews from SAC. Lane 5, Minnie Mester from Trident. Lane 6, Ava Moffat, American Energy. Lane 7, Rocky Stabe at Great Plains. And lane 8, Reagan Hughes from Bison Aquatic. All right, coming to the wall, touching first, lane 2, Ellie Smith from Bison Aquatic at the time of 40.65. Heat 7. Heat 7 in the water, we got lane 1, Gabby Thacker from Bison. Lane 2, Audrey Brower from American Energy. Lane 3, Samantha Hayes, American Energy. Lane 4, Riley Hughes, Bison. Lane 5, Leah Getches from Trident. Lane 6, Juliana Pancrantz from American Energy. And lane 7, Charlie Comfort from SAC. Have a shout out to Tanner Golson. So proud of you. Love, Mom and Dad. All right, coming into the wall. Lane 4, Riley Hughes from Bison Aquatic touches first with a time of 38:35. Heat 8. In the water, Heat 8, Lane 1, Ember Clegg, Wichita Y. Lane 2, Drew Schwartz, American Energy. Lane 3, Azaria Nikas, American Energy. Lane 4, Zoe Montgomery, Great Plains. Lane 5, Vivian Brooks, Bison. Lane 7, Simone Subieta Lazarde from American Energy. Lane 7, Lily Sonardo, Lifetime. And in Lane 8, Lily Griffin from Lifetime. And coming in the finish, touching first, Lane 3, Azaria Nikas, American Energy Swim Club with a time of 35:52. Heat 9. In the water, 9, Lane 1, Lania Schroeder, Trident. Lane 2, Katarina Snyder, American Energy. Lane 3, Sabine Morgan, Lifetime. Lane 4, Marley Dodson, Wichita Wide. Lane 5, Jessica Zhu and Bison Bixby. Lane 6, Melody Suggs from Green Country. Lane 7, Emelina Wirenega from Green Country. And in Lane 8, Evelyn Stewart, Wichita Wide. First call, event 20, boys 12 and under, 50-yard freestyle. And then coming to the finish, close. And touching first is Lane 1, Elena Schroeder from Trident Aquatics with a time of 35:18. Heat 10. In the water, Lane 2, Morgan Huesling from American Energy. Lane 3, Cecilia Pfeiffer, Wichita. Lane 5, Mallory Starling from Green Country. Lane 6, Harper Farley from Bison. Lane 7, Paige Wheeler from Trident. And in Lane 8, Lily Durosette from Trident. Coming to the wall, touching first, Lane 6, Harper Farley, Bison Aquatics with a time of 33:66. A second call for event 20, boys 12 and under, 50-yard freestyle. Second call for event 20, boys 50-yard freestyle, 12 and under. Should be 1 meter away behind the blocks. Ladies, you can get out of the water. While we are waiting, I got a shout out. Way to go, Trent and Sebastian. Great Plains Swim Club. Ladies, step down. We're not ready for you yet. 11. Is a hot heat. Lane 1, Meredith Williams, Great Plains. Lane 2, Bella Rodriguez, American Energy. Lane 3, Lucy O'Brien, Trident. Lane 4, Olivia Murzak, Lifetime. Lane 5, Nora Rickenberg, American Energy. Lane 6, Bellana Ventrell, Great Plains. Lane 7, Maddie Grogan from Bison. And Lane 8, Elsie Heitman from Bison. And it's a close race. Coming in first. And to the wall, touching first, is Lucy O'Brien from Trident Aquatics with a time of 31.20. Heat 12. All right, U12 in the water, lane 1, Adeline Den from Wichita. Lane 2, Layla Koscheski from Trident. Lane 3, Cecilia Pfeiffer from Wichita. Lane 4, Ember Ponches from Wichita. Lane 5, Sydney Fry from Greater Ada. Lane 6, Nora Tobias from American Energy. Lane 7, Kara Hartman, Wichita. And lane 8, Paisley Clark from Bison Aquatics. And it's a close race. Here they come to the wall. And touching first is lane 4. Lane 4. Ember Ponches from Wichita, Y with a time of 30.83. Heat 13. Lane 1, Maya Paladin from Bixby. Lane 2, Lucy Schoenthaler from Trident. Lane 3, Erie Duracet from Trident. Lane 4, Reese Ferguson from American Energy. Lane 5, Julia Radu from Trident. Lane 6, Addie Arthur from Bixby. Lane 7, Clivia Zoo from Bixby. And in lane 8, Bexley Pate from Great Plains. And it's a tight race coming into the wall. And touching first, lane 4, Reese Ferguson with a time of 27.42. Coming in second, Ira Duracet from Trident with a time of 27.48.06 separating. Up next is event 20 boys 1,250-yard freestyle. Heat 1. Clear the pool, ladies, clear the pool. Thank you, ladies, you may clear the pool. Lane 1, Holden Beagle from American Energy. Lane 2, Edison Hackett from Greater Ada. Lane 3, Baxter Elmore from Greater Ada. Lane 4, Declan Cook, American Energy. Lane 5, Jude Hackett from Greater Ada. Lane 6, Cooper Kleiss from Trident. And lane 7, Michael Wilcox from Bison. And coming in first, touching first, lane 6, Cooper Kleiss from Trident Aquatics with a time of 48.83. Heat 2. Lane 1, Lee Whitson from American Energy. Lane 3, Val Strebel from American Energy. Lane 4, Will Frazier from Bison. Lane 5, Jason Whitfield from Greater Ada. Lane 6, Tanner Golson from West. Lane 7, Logan Flatt from American Energy. And in lane 8, Benjamin Kasparic from Altus Otters. And touching first, lane 3, Val Strebel from American Energy Swim Club with a time of 39.15. Heat 3. All right, Heat 3 in the water. Lane 1, Harrison Heinlein from Altus. Lane 2, Ricker Franklin from Great Plains. Lane 3, Pierce Hemphill from Vortex. Lane 4, Jack Thornton from Greater Ada. Lane 5, William Blanco from American Energy. Lane 6, Patrick Williams, Great Plains. Lane 7, Tristan Stoner from Altus. And in lane 8, Kaylin Cook from American Energy. And touching first, Tristan Stoner from Altus Otters with a time of 38.54. Heat 4. Lane 1, William Richardson, Lifetime. Lane 2, Sebastian Skelton, Great Plains. Lane 3, Owen Charlesworth, Wichita Wide. Lane 4, Bennett McFadden, Greater Ada. Lane 5, Ethan Pijat from West. Lane 6, Tracy Toon from Trident. Lane 7, Olin Elmore from Greater Ada. And in lane 8, Brandon Treese, American Energy. And it's a tight race coming into the finish. Last 7 meters. And touching first is lane 5, Ethan Bijat from West, with a time of 39.67. Heat 5. Heat 5 in the water, lane 1, Seth Craig from West. Lane 2, Trenton Simmons from Great Plains. Lane 3, Aaron Uribe from Bison. Lane 4, Cash Sterling from West. Lane 5, Neil Creech from Ponca. Lane 6, Graham Lawson from Ponca. Lane 7, Luke Schinnerer from American Energy. And in lane 8, Leo Tram from Wichita Wide. It's a close finish coming into the wall. Touching first, lane 2, Trenton Simmons from Great Plains with a time of 38.33. Heat 6. Heat 6 is a hot heat. Lane 1, Princeton Lee from Trident. Lane 2, Tyler Benson from Wichita. Lane 4, Harrison Barclay, Great Plains. Lane 5, Braxton Johnson from Bison. Lane 6, Miguel Tovar from Vortex. Lane 7, Carter Simmons from Trident. And in lane 8, Rafael Tovar from Vortex. And coming to the wall, touching first, lane 4, Harrison Barclay from Great Plains with a time at 35.79. Heat 7. Heat 7 in the water, lane 1, MJ Cubitt, Great Ada. Lane 2, Camden Kavanaugh, Ponca. Lane 3, Gabriel Rosico from Wichita. Lane 4, Logan Pryor, American Energy. Lane 5, Abram Pedro from Bison. Lane 6, Henry Rosenwald from American Energy. Lane 7, Jack Zhu from Bixby. And lane 8, Will Schinnerer from American Energy. First call, event 21, girls 12 and under, 100-yard breaststroke, making your ways behind the blocks. First call. And coming into the wall, lane 4, Logan Pryor from American Energy Swim Club. Heat 8. Heat 8 in the water, lane 1, Hank Hemphill from Vortex. Lane 3, Brooks King from Trident. Lane 4, Christopher Campbell from Bison. Lane 5, Colin Kirby, Lifetime. Lane 6, Isaac Harmon, Ponca. and lane 7, Henry Sally from American Energy. And it's close. Touching first is Hank Hemphill from Vortex with a time of 31.64. Heat 9 of 9. Heat 9 in the water, lane 1, Bowen Pemberton from Wichita. Lane 2, Nathan Lee from Trident. Lane 3, Matt Dilsey from American Energy. Lane 5, Lincoln Barony from Trident. Lane 6, Sebastian Lim, American Energy. Lane 7, Daytona Minarek from Bixby. And lane 8, Connor Curry from Greater Ada. Event 21, girls 12 and under 100-yard breaststroke. You guys are next. And it's close, coming into the wall. And touching first, Madden Dillsaver, American Energy Swim Club with a time of 30.30. Heat 1, event 21, girls 12 and under, 100-yard breaststroke. Heat 1. One in the water, got lane 3, Eden Smith, American Energy. Lane 4, Lucy Thon, Trident. Lane 5, Riley Russ from Lifetime. Lane 6, Anna Buerker from Trident. Take a quick shout out to all our volunteers and officials. Thank you so much for making this meet great so far. You guys are doing a fantastic job and we appreciate it. And touching first from Trident Aquatic, Anna Buerker from Trident Aquatics. Heat 2. Two in the water, lane 1, Gabby Thacker from Bison. Lane 2, Quinlan Foote, American Energy. Lane 3, Layla Jones from Altus. Lane 4, Emily Warega from Green Country. Lane 5, Piper Timmons from Bison. Lane 6, Meredith Williams from Great Plains. Lane 7, Ember Clegg from Wichita. And then Lane 8, Kate Arthur from Bixby. So the hot dog food truck is here. They will be ready by 11 a.m. There's some great hot dogs out in the parking lot if you're hungry. If you want to catch something on the way home or on the way out, I suggest you stop by the hot dog truck and get you something. And touching first at lane 6, Great Plains. Meredith Williams with a time of 1:41.60. Heat 3. Heat 3 in the water. Lane 1, Sabine Morgan, Lifetime. Lane 2, Gabriella Klaus, Altus. Lane 3, Daisy Vincent, Bison. Lane 4, Zoe McDaniel, American Energy. Lane 5, Juliana Pankratz from American Energy. Lane 6, Hope Fuller from Great Ada. And Lane 8, Paisley Clark from Bison. Touching first with a time of 1:36.42, Paisley Clark from Bison Aquatics. Heat 4. And Heat 4 in the water, lane 1, Drew Schwartz, American Energy. Lane 2, Vivian Brooks, Bison. Lane 3, Morgan Huselig, American Energy. Lane 4, Marley Dodson, Wichita. Lane 5, Olivia Mervac, Lifetime. Lane 6, Lillian Sonardo, Lifetime. Lane 7, Katarina Snyder, American Energy. And in lane 8, Cecilia Pfeiffer, Wichita Y. Okay, I got another dad joke for you. Why can't the pirate recite the alphabet? Because they always get lost at sea. And touching first, Olivia Merviak, Lifetime Aquatics. Heat 5. Heat 5 is a hot heat. Lane 1, Jessica Zhu from Bixby. Lane 2, Maya Paladin from Bixby. Lane 3, Paige Wheeler from Trident. Lane 4, Milana Cantrell from Great Plains. Lane 5, Riley Hughes from Bison. Lane 6, Evelyn Stewart, Wichita. Lane 7, Azaria Nikas from American Energy. And in lane 8, Lucy O'Brien. This is a hot heat. Got another dad joke for you. Why is Yoda such a good gardener? Because he has a green thumb. And touching first with a time of 1:31.68, it's Lucy O'Brien from Trident Aquatics. Heat 6. Heat 6 in the water, lane 1, Layla Krachewski from Trident. Lane 2, Bonnie Gang and A American Energy. Lane 3, Erie Duracet from Trident. Lane 4, Reese Ferguson, American Energy. Lane 5, Bexley Pat from Great Plains. Lane 6, Abigail Adler from Bison. Lane 7, Ember Pontius from Wichita. And in lane 8, Madison Pham from American Energy. Okay, I've only got this mic for a little while longer, so here's one more. How does Darth Vader like his toast? On the dark side. How does Darth Vader like his steaks? Well done, dun, 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 dun. Come on, that one was funny. All right, coming into the wall. Touching first with a time of 1:20.86. It's Erie Duracet from Trident Aquatics. Event 22, boys, 12 and under 100-yard breaststroke. You guys are next. Be ready to get on the blocks. Heat 1. Heat 1 in the water, event 22, boys, 12 and under 100-yard breaststroke. Lane 3, Samson Setterholm from Trident. Lane 4, Ethan Pigat from West. And in lane 5, Logan Flatt, American Energy. For those of you that are done for the day, if you're leaving, reminder, there is a hot dog food cart out there. Hot Rods Hot Dogs, they are fantastic. Stop on your way out and pick you up something to eat for lunch. What do you call an overpowered janitorial stormtrooper in the Death Star? A super duper pooper trooper. Come on, folks, I'll be here all day. All right, here we go, coming into the wall. Touching first is Ethan from West with a time of 2:04.51. Heat 2. Heat 2 in the water. Lane 1, MJ Cuban from Greater Ada. Lane 2, Jack Thornton from Greater Ada. Lane 3, Cash Sterling from West. Lane 4, Lincoln Gerlach from Wichita. Lane 5, Pierce Hemphill from Vortex. Lane 6, Tyler Benson from Wichita. Lane 7, Christopher Canfield, Bison. And in lane 8, William Richardson from Lifetime. Why shouldn't you ask Yoda for money? Because he's always a little short. Come on, is this thing on? All right, coming to the wall. Touching first, lane 7, Christopher Campbell with a time of 1:49.71 from Bison Aquatic Club. Heat 3. Heat 3 of 4 in the water. We got Camden Cavanaugh from Ponca, Christopher Frescas from American Energy. Lane 3, Bennett McFadden, Greater Ada. Lane 4, Brandon Trees from American Energy. Lane 5, Dominic Brazil, Wichita. Lane 6, Morris Betzel from Wichita. Lane 7, Olin and Elmore from Greater Ada. And Lane 8, Abram Pindro from Bison Aquatics. Okay, I have one more for you. What do you call a potato that has turned to the dark side? Vader tots. What did Yoda ride as a kid? A do-cycle, because there is no try. All right, coming to the wall. Touching with a time of 1:45.35, Morris Betzel from Wichita, wide. Heat 4 of 4. Heat 4 is a hot heat. Lane 1, Jack Zhu from Bixby. Lane 2, Will Schinner from American Energy. Lane 3, Davin Glasscock from Great Plains. Lane 5, Nathan Lee from Trident. Lane 7, Gabriel Recico from Wichita. And lane 8, Bowen Pemberton from Wichita. Okay, last one. Last one. How do Tuscan Raiders cheat on their taxes? They always single file to hide their numbers. That one's funny. Okay, this is the last heat of the last event of this morning's session. Let's let them hear it. We want to thank everybody for coming this morning. We can't wait to see you again tomorrow morning. Or for those coaches that are sticking around for the afternoon session. Oh, and officials too, I'm sorry. We thank you guys very much for all that you guys do for us. All right, here we go. Coming to the wall. Touching first with a time of 1:32.03, Nathan Lee from Dryden Aquatics. Hey, congratulations to all those swimmers this morning. You guys did a fantastic job. Hey, just a reminder, Hot Rods Hot Dogs is out in the parking lot. They have fantastic hot dogs and they are ready now. If you are looking for something to eat on your way out or if you're just coming in and you want something great, their hot dogs are fantastic. I'm heading that way now.